I'm working to keep up with the latest health news and updates in medical technology. Local doctors say there's a very serious disconnect when it comes to the number of patients in need of an organ donation and available donors.
There's only about 2,500 to 3,000 heart transplants that happen in the United States per year. And yet there are probably over 100,000 people with advanced heart failure who would benefit from heart transplantation.
Well, it is proof that time is precious. When weeks, days, and even minutes count, hospitals are finding new ways to close that gap, and they're seeing success. Just looking at 35-year-old Nicholas Mitchell, you'd have no idea what he's been through.
It felt like somebody hit me in the chest with a sledgehammer, and then after that, I just wake up on the ground, and my mom is screaming like, "You were gone, you were gone, you weren't here anymore." I was like, it was just a surreal moment, and then I was in the hospital.
July 4th, 2023. Nicholas says his defibrillator went off. He believes that device saved his life. Years before that surreal moment, Nicholas was diagnosed with congestive heart failure at the age of 29.
They were confused themselves that this perfectly healthy person could just jump into heart failure, but they believe it came from a virus that I got, so that attacked my heart and made me really, really sick.
For unclear reasons, he developed a cardiomyopathy, which is a weakening of the heart muscle, and then developed chronic heart failure.
Dr. Iran Gorodeski is the medical director of the Advanced Heart Failure and Transplant Center at University Hospitals. He says Nicholas's situation became so dire that he had to stay in the intensive care unit while waiting for a heart transplant.
I had surreal moments like at night when I'm just like, am I gonna make it through the night and stuff like that?
But Nicholas says he never stayed in that mindset too long. He did his best to be positive. Eventually, things turned around. In August of 2023, it was a first for UH Harrington Heart and Vascular Institute. Nicholas's donor heart was brought in using ex vivo organ preservation. The tissue of the heart was kept alive, blood flowing, in what's essentially a box. His surgeon, Dr. Yasser Abu Omar, says this is one of the ways UH is expanding the donor pool for patients, especially when time and the health of the heart are critical.
This really does open up the spectrum to being able to utilize hearts that are located at further away locations.
And it sounds like that means more people locally or people who come to this hospital being able to get a heart transplant.
Absolutely.
It's almost a miracle to stand next to the box and look inside and see a human heart beating. I mean, who would have ever thought that we could get to that point?
As I speak with Nicholas in this healing garden at UH, it's another reminder of how far he's come.
There were some days where I was like, I just want to get out of here. Like, this spot out here was the only place I could go.
And he is grateful.
I'm very amazed because knowing what I've been through and me just waking up and seeing where I was, like, I never thought I would just be living my life right now, not worrying about that.
Well, Nicholas says he's becoming more comfortable getting back to a normal life with his healthy heart. Now that there are treatments for infections like hepatitis C, the donor pool is being expanded even more at UH.